Alright everyone, I'm Collector here. I was asked recently if I could do a video on a survival kit that you could put in a knife sheath in place of the sharpening stone. So this is the stone that would have originally been in that little pouch. So I got together some stuff, and this was about as good as you can get with the stuff I've got for in this kit. If you look around, you may be able to find smaller stuff, better stuff, more stuff, you know. But I've tried to. I'm going to do an example of, one you can buy and the kit inside it to the one I've made. See what's better. So first advantage really is because you haven't got the hollow handle. This knife will be stronger than this one, because this one, the blade only goes to about there, and it's just held in by a little nut, whereas this blade goes right down to the bottom. So this one's got the advantage there. So now we need to see if this kit is better than this one. I made this kit the other day and I can't actually remember what I put in it now, so it's going to be a surprise to me when I open it. Right, so I'll open this one first. Right, so there's the knife. But we're not really talking about the knife here, we just want to see what the kit is like. Right, so for a start you've got a compass, 2 O-rings, a little tube, and inside here is a wire saw that is so rubbish you could probably only really use that as a snare or something. Right, and in here you've got matches and a fishing kit and a sewing kit, and that's it. So that's your lot: matches, fishing kit, sewing kit, snare wire, compass and a little tube, and that fits in there. Right, so I'll put that to the side. Right, now I'll show you what I've got in this one. Now anyone could make this up. All I do is I get catalogues like this. This is a Stringtown Supplies one, and in there is lots and lots of camping and survival gear. That's all they sell in that. So just look on the internet or look for catalogues like that, or go to that website. You can buy this stuff. I've got it in a plastic bag, and the bag itself can be used to collect water or something like that. So first of all, we've got some snare wire there, and then we've got, in this little bag is a fishing kit. It's got fishing line, fishing hooks, and possibly a couple of little weights, I'm not sure. And then you've got sewing kit there, that's a little tube with needles, and there's your thread. We've got a couple of plasters there, or band-aids call them in America, a compass, a flint striker there. You don't actually have the striker, but you just use your knife, and a magnifying glass. So I would actually say this kit is actually better than the one that was in that knife, because the extras you've got are the flint and steel, the magnifying glass and the plasters. So you've got 2 ways to start fires, and you could actually make this even smaller. I prefer things in little tubes and bags because you're less likely to stick a needle in your thumb. Like basically the other way to do it is just get the needles and wrap the thread around them. If you do that and then put them in this bag and then try and push that bag in there with your thumb, you're likely to get a needle sticking in your finger, so you're better off with it in a little tube or something like that. So that's what I could get in that little sheath. That was about the limit. I couldn't really get much more in. You might be able to squeeze a couple of matches in there, but you know, you've got 2 ways to start fire there anyway. Yeah, so that is the small kit for a sharpening stone pouch on a sheath. Visit my blog, it's down there. I'll probably have some pictures and more info on these items, and I'll do an entry for this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this is helpful for you to pick something yourself. And remember, you don't have to have this particular stuff. You may be able to find smaller or different things. So, alright, I hope you liked it. See you later.